Yo, so what's going on, Battlefielders? My name is Pone, coming at you guys with kind of a tips and tricks kind of video tutorial. I know it's kind of an older game, but I feel like I have something I can add to you guys, and I'm trying to teach myself to be a little bit more fluid speaking and confident when teaching you guys about things. So I felt it's a good thing for me and you. Hopefully you guys can learn a few things about it, like this Grand Bazaar Rush. Use this double grenade tactic. I bounce it off that wall to get the guy in the alley, bounce it off this wall right here to get anyone in the doorway. It generally cuts off their rush to stop getting a lot of people in B, and if anyone that's ever played this game on Rush, and anyone that's ever played this map in Rush more specifically, knows how packed it can get really early and really quick on, and how hard it can be to kill everybody out of this room. So the initial B rush is as important on this map as it would be on like Sign Crossing or something like that. So that's a little tip for you guys right there. One thing that I do want to like explain in this is the value of what I'm about to teach you guys. Now, a subscriber hit me up on Twitter yesterday, which is a very fine way to get a hold of me. Wink, wink. It's in the description below. On Twitter, he tweeted at me, and I quote specifically, he says, "Pone, can you please do a video on the best class loadout for being stealthy and taking out a lot of people at once? I'm a noob, help!" Yeah, that was in there. That's not just me throwing that in there. So, I'm like, you know what, man? I got the perfect thing for you. I got exactly what you're looking for because it's actually, in just some odd relations, my favorite class to run in stealth. In my opinion, the best stealth class in this game. Now, it is Battlefield 3, the game where things go boom, buildings fall down, tanks go roar. This might be dinosaurs, but you know what I'm talking about. This game is a very, very audible game. There's a lot of noises to be seen. Not a lot of people mess around with suppressors because it does limit a weapon slightly. A lot of people have a fear of using it. And a lot of other people may not understand why I use them on the M249. And I'll explain that in due time. But to get back to where stealth is important, the reason people stray away from stealth is because they're taught and they look at stats. When you live a game dependent on what the stats say, what this is and that, yes, of course the suppressor is not as good as the heavy barrel. But there are hidden factors behind the attachment that you can't put into effect, that a number can't define. The suppressor is a valuable piece of equipment, but only if used in the proper sense. Putting a suppressor on a weapon where you plan on head glitching and sitting back with an M16 is probably not the way to do it. Suppressor is generally an attachment that you put on a gun when you plan on being stealthy, getting behind, flanking, and hoping to put yourself in close quarter situations. Therefore, I find the M249 to be the best set item in that situation. The P90 is great suppressed. There's a few different guns that are great suppressed. This is my favorite though. For one, it's got the 100 round mag. You've got 100 rounds to blow through these guys. So yeah, you may be hindered a little bit, but you got enough bullets to give hand-me-outs, guys. You know, you can just go through, plow through them. The hip fire and the accuracy, the recoil on this gun is definitely maintainable. It's one of the lowest ones in the actual support category. You got 100 rounds, which makes it such a beast. You put the suppressor on it, it allows you to flank and be unseen. Now, with the suppressor, it really does limit the gun, but if you learn to do it, you learn to burst fire properly, you could actually do some heavy damage with this gun. I find myself being as confident with this gun with the suppressor on it than any other one, actually more confident, because I feel I can get behind people, I can get to the side of them, get out of the angles, and actually kill them without them having any say in the situation. You saw me taking the A objective on the last set of M-comps with ease. They had no clue I was there. No number can put the value on how important that was right there. People don't generally use the suppressor in this game anymore, and that's kind of sad. Flanking and everything like that is really important, and that's why there's not as much aggressiveness in this video game like I would like to see. If you would actually take a hit to your stats and try to use the flanking and stealth aspect of the game, you could see yourself becoming a better player in no time. So on the M249, you stack up your sight of choice, your scope, whichever you prefer. I prefer the red dot sight, don't know why, but I find that it can actually help me manage the recoil a little better. I would suggest you guys to try it out. I know a lot of people like the holographic on the LMGs, HMGs, whatever you want to call them. And I generally, it varies. It's gun to gun for me. So find whatever works for you. I've got the bipod on there. Suppression is obviously a good thing. And if I can suppress people or kill a spawn while being prone and having better accuracy, I will do so. And on top of that, I also have the suppressor. So what I wanted to teach you guys about this is not only is this gun dangerous, its hip fire is pretty solid. You have enough ammo that you can hip fire and not have to let go. You've got enough ammo that you can easily take out squads. Now, he specifically asked, I want to know a gun that's stealthy and can kill a lot of people. What better than have a gun with the fastest rate of fire in the category, 100 bullets, Yeah, I mean, that's the definition of exactly the answer he wanted for me, and I think that's great. Stealth is something that you don't see a lot of in this game, and you need to. You don't see people, B&Eing, you know what I mean, breaking into houses with stilettos and freaking high heels, right? No. Stealth is all about being unseen and getting behind the enemy. So obviously, suppressor does not work on people that want a little bit of range and something like that. It's all about those people that need to change their playstyle. If you put a suppressor on your gun, you have to change your playstyle to get the benefit of that attachment. So that's my preaching for you, Ace. Hopefully you found some value in this gun setup. The M249, fastest shooting in the category, has a reliable accuracy, great recoil. The only flaw of any gun in this category is the longer reload time, which just means you gotta hide, find a little cubby hole, get your reload in, do it when you feel it's comfortable, so you don't get killed while doing it. Now, that is my suggestion for you guys. Like I said, I still like to encourage you guys to try different classes. I know a lot of people like their guns of choice, but you may be surprised if you get a little bit aggressive and start using this gun. So thank you guys for watching. I really would appreciate a like rating on the video. It does help me out a lot. So have a wonderful day, guys. Stay moist.